Hi, my name's Emily Calvin. I've been practicing family law in Florida since 2017, and I specialize in women's rights cases with extensive experience representing survivors of violence and abuse. So why women's rights? Why not survivors' rights or victims' rights? Men can be victims of abuse and violence too, right? Of course. A person of any sex or gender can be abused by any other person of any sex and gender. Absolutely. And statistically, domestic abusers target women. Statistically, victims of abuse and violent crime are women. Statistically, most violent crime committed in the United States is committed by men. That's why when I'm talking about domestic violence, I'm really talking about male perpetrated intimate partner abuse against women, which is absolutely a gendered issue. Don't believe me? Let's check the facts. Here's an article titled Domestic Violence in the National Library of Medicine, and it is dated April 9th, 2023. I know this is really small, so forgive me, but this article states that according to the CDC, 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men will experience physical violence by their intimate partner at some point during their lifetimes. That's 25% of women versus 14% of men. And this is based on reports of physical violence, which we know is vastly underreported. Still not convinced abuse is a women's issue? This article was published in the BMJ on October 19, 2022, and it's titled, Homicide is a Leading Cause of Death for Pregnant Women in the U.S. This article states women in the U.S. are more likely to be murdered during pregnancy or soon after childbirth than to die from the 3 leading obstetric causes of maternal mortality. It further states, at the bottom, preventing men's violence towards women, including gun violence, could save the lives of hundreds of women and their unborn children in the U.S. every year. That means the most dangerous threat to a pregnant woman's life is not the pregnancy, it is a violent man. But Emily, women can be violent too, right? Of course, anyone can be violent to anyone else. But again, let's look at the facts. This article from the National Library of Medicine, published October 31st of 2013, is titled, The 1% of the population accountable for 63% of all violent crime convictions. Here in the conclusion, it states the majority of violent crimes are perpetrated by a small number of persistent violent offenders, typically males. The article further states that among known risk factors for being convicted of a violent crime, male sex is the most prominent. Men commit about 90% of violent crimes. Still need convincing? Here, we have a report from the Department of Justice on criminal victimization from 2020. This table from the report shows that based on an equal sample size of male and female victims, 84.3% of violence against men is committed by men. 74.5% of violence against women is committed by men. 79.4% of violent crimes are committed by men. If you still don't want to believe me, that's fine. There are plenty of other studies out there that corroborate the statistics we've gone over in this video, but I don't have time to go through all of it because I have to keep these videos short so that people will actually watch them. If you do want more information about anything that I talked about here or have any good faith questions for me based on this video, please comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.